Hi everybody, welcome back. Hope you're all well. It's been some time since we last did a video. It's been some time since you've last seen us. In fact, the 29th of July was the last time that I put a video up basically saying that we're back and we're heading on into the autumn months and we're going to be producing lots more content for you. And of course, anybody who's been a subscriber to our channel will be aware that we just haven't been doing that. Our quantity of videos has dropped dramatically over the past 6 months, I suppose, really. And that's for good reason. Obviously, 2020 was quite the year, and there was things that we needed to focus on at home, and that's exactly what we did. Nothing bad, nothing serious, nothing for you to worry about, but we just needed to take the foot off of the accelerator for a little while and just focus on things at home. As the year progressed though, as things carried on, it did get a bit more serious in the fact that obviously we were picking up with the pandemic and things were not going as swimmingly as we expected. And we find ourselves in a situation now where logistically I can't go out and film at the caravan, although I did take a wander up there last week just to make sure everything was all right. I literally just walked up there and made sure everything was all fine. Obviously filming is something that we can't really do. That said, got plenty of videos in the bag ready to go, and I think I said it back in July that I had videos to go and they never came out. And the reason for that is a technical reason more than anything else. I use a piece of software to do all my editing called Final Cut Pro, and I've now completely outgrown it, and I've been teaching myself and educating myself how to use another professional software suite, Adobe Premiere Pro, and it is dramatically different. I thought I knew it quite well. Clearly I didn't, and I've been migrating all my projects and all my stock settings and all my features and all the things that I do which I can just quickly bang together to create a video in Final Cut Pro, and I've just been migrating all of that and learning how to do things the right way to begin with. So, for instance, when I bring all my footage in, I usually categorize it and catalog it so I know that I can go and grab a piece of footage of a hitch lock, for instance, or I can go and grab a piece of footage of a lit grass ring on a cooker. I can go and get that straight away because I know where it is because it's all categorized. I'm quite fastidious with that. Of course, when you migrate over to a new piece of software, you start from zero. So it's just a case of me making sure that I've got everything in place, and it's been a really enjoyable learning experience for me, and that is the real reason why you've not seen much in the way of footage from us. This opportunity doesn't come around often, does it? So I thought it was a grand time to just stop, start again, learn afresh, get it right first time, and the pandemic for us has allowed me to do that, which has been fantastic. We last used the caravan back in October. We went away for a long weekend to Burford. We wanted to take in some of the autumn leaves. We wanted to explore the Cotswold. We wanted to do lots of things over a long weekend, and that's exactly what we did. It didn't quite go to plan, so it was a bit of a stressful one, to be honest with you, but whilst we were sat there in the caravan on the Saturday evening and the illustrious Prime Minister came on the TV and announced that we were going to go into a 4-week lockdown, we made the decision. We'd already really made the decision, but it confirmed for us that we shouldn't use the caravan again that year. We were going to be going away to a CL just outside of Welshbrook, a Welsh pool, yes. Welsh pool, just with us and a couple of friends. We were going to be going away and spending our Christmas time with them. But we thought to ourselves, let's not do that. Let's stay home. Let's have a family Christmas. Let's get Tom back over so he can spend Christmas Day with us, and let's do that. As it turned out, we wouldn't have been able to go away anyway because obviously all the sites were closing down over the Christmas period. So we had a quiet Christmas, and obviously our caravan has just sat there dormant ever since. And as I said earlier on, I walked up there last week to see how it was, to make sure everything was all right, make sure the windows were actually closed and there was no signs of any damp intrusion, or make sure everything was all right really. And what I saw was horrendous. It's filthy. So when we are allowed out again, I think that's the first task, to get it and wash it down and clean it, because it is filthy. which is kind of shocking really, because I did clean it back in October. I'm pretty sure I did. Yes, I did actually. I cleaned it at the beginning of October after its service. So there we go. That's October, November, December, January. 4 months. So over Christmas, the three of us, Chloe, Angela and myself, sat down and we wanted to make some sort of plan as to what we were going to be doing this year. And thankfully, timing was everything. The Caravan and Motorhome Club directory book came over. This was delivered to us along with the map, and we were able to just open it up on the floor and try to work out roughly where we wanted to go. We thought to ourselves there and then, let's not make too many plans, because generally we don't know what's going to be going on in 2021. We know that COVID vaccinations are on the horizon. We know that that's going well. And of course, back at Christmas, we were not in a new lockdown. We were preparing for one. We thought we were going to go into one, but we didn't know we were in one at that point. So we made a couple of plans. We wanted to make sure that we used the caravan at least once a month. We wanted to make sure that we could go away and visit some CLs, some low priced locations. And of course, as the new year opened up for us, obviously we're in a new lockdown and we don't look to be coming out of this anytime soon, at least until February, which means our first big decision that we were going to use the caravan at least once a month, that's now out of the water. And I see lots of comments and I've seen lots of people expressing their disappointment with the government, with the national clubs, with anybody they can pick a fight with, that their distaste that they've got this caravan, they can't use it. Lots of people are selling up because they can't use it. And yeah, sure, we can't use it. But let's turn this around on its head. Let's think of the positives here. Caravanning, or a motorhoming, or however you want to call it, or touring in general, surely lends itself to a spontaneous lifestyle. I could say to Angela, I'll pick you up from work at 5 o'clock on Friday, we'll hitch up and we'll head off straight away. We'll go within an hour's distance of where we live or where you are working, and we can hitch up and we can have our dinner whilst we arrive, and then we can have a nice weekend away from home. That's spontaneous, right? That is really off the cuff. You can just make a decision on the Thursday morning, even, dare I say, on that day. Let's head off tonight. I'll find a campsite. I'll pick you up at work later on. The spontaneity of caravanning or motorhoming or touring or whatever you want to call it, it just lends itself so beautifully. You can be so spontaneous with it. You don't really need to plan months in advance. And so that's where we're going to this. And one of our trips this year, we're going to have a week-long trip, we think, and we're going to have no idea where we're going. We're going to have no plans at all. The idea is this: we're going to hitch up with nothing booked, and we're going to book it at that point that we hitch the caravan up. Sounds a bit radical, but there's a few other twists to it as well, and I'll explain all of that when we do it this year. When we do it, I don't know, but that is a plan for us to do. There you are, I've planned it. There you are, it's done. Something for us to do this year. We're going to show you how spontaneous you can be. And I think, and I've got the ideas in my head, we'll include you in that we'll have a holiday and we'll go off of your feedback as to where we're going and what we're doing. So it will be, yeah, we'll be in your hands, so to speak. I've got some ideas on how we're going to do that. If you've got any ideas, put the comments down below. So I think that's it, really. I think that's it for a roundup and a quick hello from us. Like I said, apologies for not putting out much more content. Although that said, we have got loads which is going to come out very soon. I've got lots of stuff to produce. I've got some stuff with Isabella, which is coming out, all about canopies, because they've released 3 new canopies this year. And I'm going to ask them nicely if we can borrow one and see what we think of it. Because last year we used almost exclusively canopies all year through the year. I think we used the awning once, and that was back in February. But the rest of the year, we just used the canopy, and we got on really, really well with it. So they've produced 3 different ones. There's a pole, there's an air, and there's something a bit different. And so we're going to be looking at those, and we're going to be comparing them, and that will be coming out in a few weeks' time. So yeah, so look out for that one. So if you've got any comments or questions, put them down below. Please hit the subscribe button and the notification icon. That really does help us and keeps you informed as to when we do put videos out. But until next time, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you very soon. Take care now. Bye-bye.